I have found new sniping positions on Epic Normandy Frontline. So one of the things I'm doing, I'm sitting at the cap on F. You see, I'm literally on the cap and I'm on the defending team. And what I'm doing is I mean, you could just see right here, I reverse to hit these tanks that come out over here, and I drive forward. Here's an example where I'm going for the OHO, and I drive forward if I want to hit the tanks that are coming up in this area. So it looks like I hit a Progetto 46, a WZ-121 FT, an UDES, and a WZ-111. I was spotting them, hitting them, and tracking them. So all of those tanks, it looks like 2,000, no more than maybe 2,500 to 3,000 damage I did. Let's see how much time elapsed. 450 to, so it was about 2.5 minutes I sat here doing damage to those tanks. This is just showing lots of tanks on the cap, obviously. So this is a position I may have spoken about. If you sit here on the rail, you've got the train in front of you. You've got clear shots on the hill. It doesn't matter if they're going from E to D or D to E. Look at all these clean shots. And if they go to the repair facility and they're trying to head into town, you can do the same thing. This is the same exact position. And this is the same exact position. Look how far the low is. He is near the repair facility. He's just northeast of it. That looks like a tank on his way to the repair facility. This is me shooting up on the hill. This is obviously the same. That's the same. So we're going to go back and we're going to see how much damage I did and how much time passed. So starting here at 7 minutes left, and obviously capping might skew the time. I got 3,000 damage, 2,800 spotting. So it went up to 2,800 damage, and I'm guessing 300 spotting, maybe over 2.5 minutes. Okay, so we're not really sure if that is accurate. This, I don't know why I showed that. This one, what I did was I had a fast tank, so I drove over here, and because these defenders are over here doing their stat padding, I just hit them in the rear, and I exploded somehow. I'm sure which was a mistake. So here on E, you go to the repair facility. You can snipe the tanks that are up on 3. There's a little place, you know where it is, where they like to park, and they can drive down the hill. So you can snipe them, and they can shoot back at the repair facility. So if you go up to 3, you can shoot down at the repair facility. I played this position like, you know, a year and a half ago, long time ago, and I got bored with it. I didn't like it because you don't have the mobility to reposition if you like to chase after the enemy. This is just a repeat from another game or something. So this is to show that, okay, I found a new position where you can snipe the objective. One of them was from south of the train terminal. I'm pointing to it on the minimap. I'm pointing to the train terminal. You go south, there's a bunch of red dots, you hit objective 4. So then I discovered you can do it from the repair facility. You can hit objective 4. Or maybe okay, this plate you can penetrate. So you hit it with a high explosive round from something like a Rheinmetall Borsig, the derp guns, and you hit it with high explosive, you're going to do like 200 damage per shot. And you're so far away, 619 meter shot. That's the way you win the game. I'm not a cheater, so I'm not the type of person who I'm going to go do this just to win the game. But if there were 43 seconds left in the game, and we needed one more shot, and I had a Scorpion, I would roll out, and I would definitely go here and take the shot. But I wouldn't do it if there were like 10 minutes left in the game, because I think it's unfair. So this is a hull down position I found. You can hit the tanks that are coming through the gap to the repair facility and afterwards. So if you need to do a block damage mission, or if you're a little cocky, or if you're doing spotting damage and you got a low profile tank such as the 416, you can sit over here, or a T100 LT, this might be a good spotting position. This is just to show all the tanks on the cap. This is a hull down position. Look at where I am at Objective 5, and the reason why it's good is because you can reach the repair facility. And a lot of enemy tanks, they're slow, they go to the repair facility. You can come over here. If you go where the tank to the right of me is, the C tank, he might not be able to hit it. So come over here to this hull down position. Maybe I've seen tanks playing this position here and I was confused why they were there. Now I know why they're there. So that's a position you might want to try. That's what it looks like. This is a spotting position that I use. Obviously, this vehicle is unable to spot. Okay, actually, his spotting distance is okay. I no longer play with Sixth Sense, so it's not safe for me to park over here. I will tell you, in all the games I've played here, I've had a few games that were amazing for spotting, and you can snipe on to D, hit him in the rear. But most of the time, eventually, they're going to fly a recon, or an Unicum will come to this position to stat pad. I mean, you're going to see tanks, enemy tanks wandering around not knowing what they're doing. They're going to spot you. So I'm going to say this is a low success rate position. If you're here, be prepared to run. Or don't come here if you think that the enemy is really good. Don't come here if you think there's way too many enemy tanks. It's a high-risk position. I will explore to see if I can find more. This is a hull-down position where not only can you snipe the repair facility, but you can get them basically right after they cap. So if you like harassing people and ambushing them, I have a philosophy that what you do is you take a position and you harass them. Let's say you have a derp gun. You take the position, you harass them with one shot, then you retreat to a fallback position. You do it again, you retreat again, do it again. You can do it at Cap F. I've talked about it before, and I've been practicing it. So but you got to find the positions to do it and see which ones work the best. This is also good if you want to spot. These rocks protect them from the M46KR, but from over here you get hull down and you can do some damage. You do got to be careful for the left flank if they come from E into D, but this is a position you might want to play. I play challenging position, fun positions. This is a position I talk about when you're capping. People drop artillery over here, so you just park over here. The wall will stop you from being spotted. This building will stop you from being spotted. They're going to drop the artillery over here. So this is a position where you can park for a while to try and trick the enemy. Okay, this position is you're sniping the hill between D and E, where the enemy is coming from D into E. However, you've got this big rock you can hide behind. You've got objects to block some shots, and you're next to a repair facility. You want to be next to repair facilities in order to stay in the game. If you take some damage, you park over here, become unspotted, get on the repair facility, or wait until their guns are pointing away from you. You get an extra second or two to do your repair, and then come back and repeat. This is, I like to ambush tanks. So if they come around over here, the problem with playing this position is they will come after you unless they're low on hit points. So you either got to run. And then I said, you know what? I tried this position. You'll notice it's a little hull down position. So you can sit here hull down and you can ambush the Unicums that come around this corner. There's really not that many. They like to go because they're great, amazing players. You know, they like to go that way, the safe way. I go the adventurous way. This position is, you see the Chrysler over here in the back, and you notice that I did damage to the Chrysler, and I got a high pen gun with the regular rounds. You can sit here next to this house, and you can penetrate the Chrysler and the other tanks that are a threat to your allies, and your allies tend to have no way to defend themselves. So if you believe that the enemy's parking over here, you're in the process of capping, you got a high pen gun, this is a position you can take up. CDAs, the Chinese WT, the UDES, the STRV, there might be some others. This is a position I've spoken about. You can snipe Objective 2 from this position on the minimap. So let's say you kill Objective 3. You don't have to go to Objective 2. You just come down to here. I'm sorry. This is Objective 3. You could literally park at this corner and kill objective 3, and then reverse a little bit, kill objective 2. So from the position right in front of me, exactly where I'm pointing on the mini-map, you can damage objective 3 in the rear and objective 2. So being able to hit those 2 spots is really good. The other thing is, you see where I'm pointing on the minimap, there's a U-shaped road. You can take this little U-shaped road. Nobody uses it. Most people come up this way, or they come up from the rear. You take this little U-shaped road. It's a way you can sneak around. If you want to go to 3, just keep on driving, come around here, take this U-shaped road, come over here, shoot at objective 2. They will eventually come after you. I've played here probably in this game. You see that I damage objective 2 for 388 using a regular round. I don't bring APCR on all of my tanks. Eventually someone will come after you, maybe not in this game because they didn't, I think they came after me. Now, I like to play fun games. I play for fun. This is a position where you can harass the enemy as they're trying to move up to here and come across. You got lots of time to come up this way. I knocked the tree down, come around this way. You see I had low hit points. So why are you going to play over here? You're going to play here if you're hull down, autoloader, derp gun, low hit points, and you want to die. Maybe you want to die and you can respawn and get right back in the game. So there's a lot of reasons why you might want to play here. Or if you're spotting, I've spotted from this location before. Or if you're a fast tank and you want to snipe and then run. So this is a position if you want a fun game. And these guys will be a little confused, or if you notice you've got sniper support, or if you're coordinating with your team. I would love to coordinate with some people, but that's what you can do. Coordinate with our close, perhaps. So we're back to this position. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.